Greetings, Mustangs. I'm Mrs. Wood, the principal here at Marshall.
And I'm Mrs. Hayes, the vice principal.
First, let us just say how glad we are that you are here. We're excited for this school year.
We thought you'd like to hear some information about Marshall and some important rules to follow here. Hence, this super cool video that probably is going to go viral and turn us into celebrities.
Or maybe not, but we're going to do our best.
Maybe. Okay, well, let's just jump right in and get started.
We have multiple systems that help ensure that your experience here at Marshall is a productive, safe, and fun one. We have expectations for behavior for ourselves and for you. Sort of the Mustang way, if you will. We don't want anyone to get in trouble for breaking a rule they didn't even know was a rule.
I know. Can I tell you a story?
Yes, please.
Once when I was in 4th grade, my family moved. We had about 2 weeks left of the school year, and I didn't know anybody at this new school. And I'm walking around by myself at lunch, no friends, that kind of thing. Feel my pain? And I was leaning up against the pole of the swing set, and all of a sudden this whistle blew, and this lady yells at me, "Get over and stand at the wall." And I was like, oh, geez. You know, and kids laughed at me because I got in trouble. Not good to be me at that moment.
No.
And so I decided right then that it is not fair for people to get in trouble when they don't even know what the rules are. And luckily, the Olympia School District feels the same way. And so we make sure that we teach rules to all the kids at the school in advance.
Exactly. So we teach the rules to you, and we redirect you if you break one, and we thank you for meeting school expectations. Our pride slips are a way of saying thank you. Take a look when you get one. The first line is thank you, and we really mean it.
Yeah, we do. Okay, first of all, please know that we really want you here. You belong here. You will learn here. It's what we do. We make sure that kids learn. And you will grow here. You'll grow academically, socially, emotionally. We love working with middle school aged people, and the growth that you're going to experience during these 3 years here will be amazing. And thank you so much for letting us be a part of this really special time of your life.
All of our rules can be boiled down into 4 ways of being. Be responsible, be respectful, be safe, and be spirited. Have fun and be true to your school. You will see posters all around the school with rules listed for the area, and your teachers will teach them to you at the start of the year, and again in January. And there's also a grid in your planner that has those rules printed. Your planner is a great resource, by the way. Teachers will expect you to use it, so open it up and check it out. It's jam-packed with information about what's going on around Marshall.
Okay, but back to the info about some basic rules about that Mustang way. When in the hallways, have a hall pass, stay tight to the right, with no more than 2 abreast. 2 by, not 3 by, not 4 by, 2. 2 by 2, please. Keep hands and hooves. Get it, Mustangs? Okay. To yourself. You don't have to do silent passage. You can talk, but please just keep it kind of that quieter conversational voice level. Don't stop and clump. We got to keep that traffic moving. And of course, walk. Don't run. Yes, that means not running with scissors.
Let's talk about lunchtime. When it's lunchtime, please come into the cafeteria, hang your backpack on a hook, which is super important. Don't lay it on the floor.
Yeah.
And go to the lunch line or have a seat if you have a sack lunch. Speaking of sack lunch, please note that you are not allowed to bring high caffeine energy drinks to school, like Monster drinks. Those are against district policy for all students. Anyway, you can choose your table, but you need to stay at that table for the remainder of lunch that day. You may not roam the hallways during lunchtime. We eat all food in the cafeteria. When you are finished eating, please look around, check the floor, see if you dropped anything or left any spills or crumbs, and clean everything up. You do not have to ask permission to go dump your tray. You just go over and sort your recyclables and garbage, forks, spoons, etc., and compost, and go sit back in your spot until dismissed.
Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about asking and sharing for a minute. we do not ask people for money or for food. First, it's just really bad manners. It puts pressure on people and makes them feel really uncomfortable. And sharing food can also be dangerous. Think food allergy. We don't want to have to be calling an ambulance because someone ate somebody else's food and then had an allergic reaction to it. Not a good thing. Don't ask and don't share. And this might be the only time in your life when you're going to have an adult telling you not to share.
About halfway through lunch, we will walk around and look to see if your table is clean. If it is, we will dismiss your whole table. At that time, you can play foosball or ping pong, get a pass to go to the library, or go outside to toss a ball around or walk around. You may also just sit at your table and socialize with your friends. All food and drinks must stay in the cafeteria.
So stay where adults can see you. We don't go down the hallways or down to the bus shed. We don't go down the hills outside. We make sure that we're visible so that the adults can keep you safe. In all games, we play with good sportsmanship and courtesy. We do not let the swear words slip out if we miss a catch or if we get frustrated with someone. Bad language is just not welcome at Marshall.
So let's talk about transportation for a moment, getting to and from school. If your adult drives you to school, make sure you direct them to drive safely in the parking lot. Help them remember to drop you at the curb and not sit and wait. The traffic needs to flow along the curb. Waiting or parking makes for a dangerous situation as other cars are trying to navigate around your parked car. On the bus, please remember that you reflect the quality of your school when you are waiting at the bus stop. Conduct yourselves with the Mustang way while you wait for your bus in the morning. And please know that all school rules apply at your bus stop too.
Absolutely. At 2:32, it is imperative that you gather your things quickly and efficiently because the buses leave usually within about 7 minutes. And walk, not run. That hill can be pretty slippery. Walk down to the bus where your bus will be lined up with all the others. It sounds corny, but please make sure to greet and thank your driver. They're really great people, and I think sometimes they don't get the recognition that they deserve. Find a seat quickly when you get on the bus. Be courteous and don't make anyone feel unwelcome in a seat. Follow all bus rules. Keep yourself and your belongings in your seat. Stay safely seated and facing forward at all times. And talk with a conversational voice level. A bus full of yelling kids can be a really unsafe situation for the driver.
The bottom line, follow the Mustang way and conduct yourself at school and on the bus with our most important values in mind. Be respectful, responsible, and safe, and you should be just fine. It's just critical to remember that school rules also apply on the bus and on the bus stop. At the bus stop.
And
Cut.
You already know.